Okay, so in today's video about ICP, we are going to check out the live chart and see what is happening in the short term. But before that, I'm going to show you some numbers and also answer some very important questions that I see recently a lot of people on YouTube and also Twitter at the same time asking. And their main question is this: is the price of ICP being manipulated? Meaning, is the price right now artificially down? So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And let's start today's video by checking ICP dashboard. Let's go on ICP, excuse me. There we go. So what is happening here? In terms of total ICP burn tokens, as you can see, this metric is just constantly rising. And we talked about this before. What really matters for us is the slope of this line, which seems like that it's actually increasing. So this means more and more people are using ICP, and despite the price being down, this is just increasing rapidly, which means we are indeed having some real adoption. Now, if you are in doubt about whether we are having adoption or not, let's just go on the homepage and talk about this specific metric, which is cycle burn rate. If you remember, in the previous videos about ICP, when we were around this area in this metric, I was saying, okay, you can attribute part of this metric going down to the price being down. However, I'm expecting this metric to consolidate somewhere around here because, again, overall, we are having more and more adoption. And for example, if you check out this period right in here, where is it? This is around the end of 2024, which in that period, the price was actually higher than what it is currently. However, as you can see, in that period, the cycle burning rate wasn't actually as high as it is right now. So what's the message? Well, my friends, this is real adoption for you. Despite the price being down, we are still seeing the network being active more than before, and we are just seeing more ICP tokens being burned relative to the previous months. So overall, I would say in terms of fundamentals, we are definitely in an okay place and there is just nothing to be worried about. Now, I saw this tweet right in here, and let's actually read this one and see what are they saying. Everyone has the same question. ICP revenue is 93x higher than last year. Most people are locking up for 8+ years. The cycle burn rate is 200x higher. Developer growth is the highest among other L1 blockchains, and it's ranked #1 in development activity. So the question is, why is the ICP price dumping? And they said in here, I believe the ICP price is being manipulated by centralized exchanges or big players. They are selling their own assets with margin, enabling to liquidate long positions 80 to 90% of the time. Soon, exchange balance will be so low that they won't be able to manipulate too much, and ICP will break through the suppression. Not a financial advice, do your own research. So I would like to also suggest to just do your own research, come up with your own conclusion. However, I'm not really going to actually agree with this comment a whole lot. Why is that? You see, they talked in here about this chart ICP balance on exchanges being very, very low when you compare it to around the mid-January of this year. So what's the meaning of this? The idea, according to a lot of people, is that, well, okay, when the supply on exchanges is low, that means we are going to get a supply shock and the price of ICP is going to have a massive jump. Now, that can be true. Do not get me wrong. However, I do not believe that this is all the story. No, this is a very important point and I need you to pay full attention to what I'm about to say. The price always is a balance between supply and also demand at the same time. Meaning, fair enough, the supply on exchanges are actually low, but what if the demand also is low? At that point, you are probably going to see some more downward price action, or maybe the price action not really doing a whole lot, which is kind of what we are having right now in ICP. And this is not specific for internet computer. No, we are seeing these types of movements in a lot of altcoins at the same time. So what I'm trying to say is this: in my opinion, the price of ICP is not really being manipulated. It's just a balance between supply and demand. And sure, supply is down, but right now demand is not really that high. And trust me, when demand is going to come at that point, fair enough, we are going to see some big moves on the upside in ICP. And here is my final argument. You see, this metric is down since the mid-January. That's absolutely fair enough. However, even according to this chart, where are we right now compared to the last couple of months? We are at a level that we were back in about, let's say, like mid to end of September. And let's just go on ICP's chart. Okay, so when were we back in mid-September? I think, yep, there we go. We were right in here with the price of, let's say, on average, $8.50. And right now, where is the price? Somewhere around $7. So let's just say the price is kind of the same. Well, okay, that makes perfect sense for the supply on exchanges to be also somewhere around the same level, which means we're not really seeing manipulation. These things are absolutely normal, not only again in ICP, but also in a lot of other altcoins. And sure, if you believe according to fundamentals, ICP should be at much higher prices, I think you are absolutely 100% right. But here is the deal. The price always doesn't follow deep value, okay? Let's say you believe that the price of ICP should be somewhere around $50 and we are right now at around, let's say, like $7. Does this mean that we should go straight up and reach to about $50? That never ever happens. I challenge you to check out many charts and see, can you find something like this in the history or not? The answer is most likely no. Now, here's a very important point. This doesn't mean that in ICP we're not going to have a bull run. No, we can have it. It's just the fact that, again, nothing goes up straight and we can have a move up, fair enough, but followed by that some sort of a consolidation in order to shake a lot of short-term investors out. And then we are going to see another move up, followed by that some consolidation in order for some other people to get out. And then maybe we are going to have some more moves on the upside. This is exactly what the price of ICP, Bitcoin, and basically every single chart in the world is doing, which is very natural. And if I just go on ICP's chart, okay, let's zoom out a bit more. What do we have in here? A very strong and solid move on the upside, starting from the lowest low about $2.50 to all the way up here around, let's say, like $20. And it is actually in form of a 5-wave impulsive structure, which in my opinion is into a wave 1, followed by that this is a choppy and a slow move down, which is a characteristic of a correction, probably I would say into a wave 2. And after our correction is over, what is going to happen? Well, I'm gonna say we are probably going to get a huge move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and we are right on track if we want to go according to this pattern, and there is just nothing to be worried about. So you see, in terms of midterm structures, I think everything is going well. And I find it very hard to believe that ICP price right now is being manipulated. Sure, if we were in an environment when a lot of altcoins were going up and ICP was doing absolutely nothing, fair enough, at that point, I was probably going to tell you this is a bet odd. However, right now, not a whole lot is happening in the market. And well, the same goes for ICP. So this is, in my opinion, very much normal. Now, in terms of short-term price action, I still stand by what I said before. I believe this is quite a strong move up, and I do think this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave, and followed by that, in my opinion, this is a correction structure down, and we got recently this move up in ICP. Now, if I just hide everything, okay, as you can see right now, according to classic patterns, we are stuck in a very classic range, which the lower band of it is about $6.50 and the higher band of it is about $7.50. Now, if we get a break of the range on the upside, let's just draw a range, there we go. At that point, you can expect a continuation of the move up, something like this. And what's the target for it going to be? Well, if you want to go according to classic patterns, the bare minimum target should be the height of this range, and you need to put the target at your breaking point, which will give you about an $8.50 to $9 RCP. And if you are a regular viewer, you know that I have been talking about this before. I think in the next move up in ICP, we are going to reach to about the lower band of this important region, around $8.50 to $9. And I'm hoping that at that point, we are actually going to get a continuation of the move up in order to hopefully get back above this important level, and then do a pullback, and followed by that a continuation of the move up. This will be, in my opinion, a fantastic sign. But for now, let's not jump into that kind of unnecessary bullish conclusion. Let's just zoom in on the recent price action and see, are we going to get a break of the range or not? If we get it, you can expect another 15 to 20% move up in internet computer. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ICP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.